Bert here, and you all know that there are many manufacturers out there that make headphones. Most people have heard of the big companies like Sennheiser, Audio-Technica, Bose, Sony, Beyerdynamic, AKG, Fostex, and Shure, and a whole bunch of others.
Oh yes, I have heard of those.
Well, what if I told you that there is a headphone enthusiast who started his own headphone company and is making incredible, high-quality headphones for people who love the headphone hobby?
A headphone enthusiast making headphones for other headphone enthusiasts?
You mean Dan Clark, who founded Mr. Speaker's Headphones? No, this is awkward. I mean that other headphone enthusiast who started his own company, Zach Marbach, owner and founder of ZMF Headphones.
Oh, Bert, isn't Zach awesome?
I love Zach.
Boop, boop, boop. Zach is awesome!
Okay, the first thing you need to know is that Zach is a really cool guy.
I hear Zach is the greatest guy in headphones. In fact, imagine if Zach was doing headphone reviews on YouTube. I would work for him.
What?
Zach was my film teacher. Me would much rather work for Zach.
Anyway, Zach has designed and built some truly fabulous headphones at ZMF. And today, I am going to review this, the ZMF Eikon.
Oh, these are just beautiful.
Since about 2010, Zach started modifying this headphone, the Fostex T50RP.
What is the T50RP?
The T50RP is a planar magnetic headphone made by Fostex. It's a pretty good headphone on its own, but one that headphone enthusiasts love to modify. Modifiers like to make changes to the driver, wiring, ear pads, ear cups made of different materials, and experimenting with different types of damping.
Wow!
Zach sells different modified versions of the T50RP, including the Classic, Blackwood, and Ori.
So, after modifying the Fostex, Zach decided to make his own headphones?
That's right. Zach decided to follow his passion and started a headphone company called ZMF. Zach had lots of knowledge and experience acquired making modifications, and not too long ago created a brand new line of headphones. Rather than making planar magnetic headphones like the T50, Zach made headphones using traditional dynamic drivers.
So, tell us about the Eikon.
Here is the beautiful ZMF Eikon, which is ZMF's flagship closed-back headphone. This is a circumoral headphone, which means it goes all the way around your ear. They have 50mm biocellulose drivers with an impedance of 300 ohms. I want to emphasize that these headphones are made by hand. They are hand-assembled and exceptionally well built. Each pair is individually listened to by Zach.
They look very sturdy.
Indeed they are. These headphones certainly look and feel like they will last a very long time.
They are quite big.
Yes, these are full-sized audiophile headphones. These are big headphones, made for home use. They are not portable headphones.
Not portable? Are you sure?
Yes, of course. I would say they're too big for portable use, and they do require an amplifier to sound their best. Why?
No reason. Bert, those headphone cups look absolutely incredible.
Yes, the first thing you notice about the Eikon are the stunning contoured wooden cups with their lovely hand-applied varnish.
What kind of wood is that?
I asked Zach about the wood over email, and he said that for a limited time, they would be selling the Eikon with a special wood called Black Limba.
Isn't that a poisonous snake?
No, you're thinking of the venomous Black Mamba. Black Limba is a wood from the lower trunk of the Terminalia tree from West Africa.
Oh, nothing to worry about then.
So these are the ZMF Eikon Black Limba Limited. The Black Limba wood option was $100 extra.
What other types of wood do they come in?
At the time of this video, the stock wood for the Eikon is camphor. This comes from the camphor tree in Southeast Asia. ZMF occasionally gets different types of wood, and ZMF has limited edition wood runs throughout the year, like the Black Limba here. You should check the ZMF website for the wood they are currently using, or ask Zach about the different types of wood he has available.
Hey, Bert,
What are you doing in the garage?
do you know what Zach uses to shape wooden headphone cups?
What?
Circular sander.
What is he building in there?
He is building a Santa sled that he will live in so that he can travel around.
He wants to live in his sled?
Bert, why do wooden headphones use different types of wood?
When talking about wood used to make headphone cups, what matters is the density of the wood.
Density?
Density is the degree of compactness of a substance, how compact it is. Hardwood has higher density than softwood, for example. As Zach says on his website, the harder the type of wood, the more immediate or faster the headphone sounds.
So wood cup headphones will sound different depending on if they are made of hard or soft wood?
Yes, they may have a slightly different sound. With softwoods, the sound has more decay and the notes sound rounder. With hardwoods, the notes sound a bit more precise and have harder edges. The density of the cups determines the speed of the headphones.
Do the pads leak a lot of sound?
Actually, no. The seal and isolation on the pads is fantastic, and there is very little sound leakage. Right? ZMF says they have 24 decibels of noise isolation.
What about those holes in the wood?
These are vents, and they are used for tuning each individual pair of headphones. So they may be open or closed, or partially opened or closed, depending on how your headphone was tuned. So they should not leak much sound.
So you can wear these at work or a public place without disturbing other people around?
Yes, their very high sound isolation makes the Eikons good for office use because sound leakage is minimal. But keep in mind they are big headphones and not super discreet. These are big headphones.
What about the headphone driver?
These headphones come with a custom-made 50mm dynamic driver made of biocellulose membrane with a rubber surround.
What is biocellulose? It sounds alive.
Well, biocellulose drivers are actually grown. They are made of organic fibers and are very light and strong. Think of biocellulose as a kind of light but very strong, stiff paper.
Is biocellulose a good thing?
Oh yes, Grover. I have to admit that I've always liked the sound signature of biocellulose. The first time I heard of biocellulose being used as the material for a headphone driver was in the early 1990s. It was the material used on the iconic Sony R10 headphone.
What are the advantages of a biocellulose driver?
They are stiffer than plastic drivers, yet have the velocity of substances like aluminum, and in my opinion have a very lovely, clean and organic sound, never unpleasant or rough. They typically have a gentle attack on notes that just sounds sweet and natural to me. You can hear that when you listen to the Eikon. Biocellulose drivers also remain rigid when moving back and forth, which makes for cleaner, higher frequencies and an overall wonderfully articulate sound.
You said that Zach used damping on these. Can you talk about that?
Sure. Now, I don't want to risk breaking these, so I won't open them up, but I know that Zach has added damping materials inside the ear cups.
What does damping do?
It gets rid of resonance and helps to tune a headphone's sound. Some damping materials can absorb specific frequency ranges or increase the acoustic resistance of the headphone chamber, for example.
What type of materials do people use for headphone damping?
Oh, all sorts. Melamine foam and fiber mats, for example. Actually, a popular material often used is shelf liner. You know that stuff people use to line their drawers? Actually, we have some here. You guys got the rig set up? Okay, bring it in, Cookie Monster. Here it comes. There. Shelf liner. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's made of kind of like a rubbery material, and it goes at the bottom of your drawers. Don't be afraid. It's just shelf liner.
Can we take a closer look at the ear pads?
Sure. These ear pads are made by ZMF, and they were created just for the Eikon. You can choose different types of pads when you order, and these here are premium lambskin pads with memory foam on the inside. They are supple and soft. They seal very well, and as we saw, they do not leak much sound.
Are the ear pad openings big enough for your ears?
Yes, the opening is very wide, and they have lots of padding. These are big headphones. They are also quite deep.
Oh, these are super comfortable, even though I do not have ears.
At the time of this video, here are all the different ear pads you can select from.
Oh, I can personally recommend these pads. Heavenly.
The headband is composed of 2 parts. ZMF calls it their signature double headband. On the outside is a metal band that is covered in leather. You can see the ZMF logo embossed on the left side of the outer headband, and the letter E embossed on the right side.
E for excellent?
E for Eikon.
Oh.
On the inside is a leather band that suspends the headphone on your head. The inner band is just slightly shorter and tighter than the outside band. The inside band is completely flexible, and it actually takes the shape of your head. The letters ZMF are embossed right at the center of the band.
Have you ever seen this kind of headband before?
Actually, yes. I have seen a similar design. I think the first time was on some headphones from the late 70s and early 80s. The old Sony DR-Z5, Z6, and Z7. Hold on, let me get one of those. Here is my Sony DR-Z5. Many of you were not even born when this headphone came out. Anyway, on this headphone you can clearly see the metal headband on the outside with a leather support strap on the inside. What's great about this system is that it makes wearing heavier headphones far more comfortable. On the ZMF Eikon, this system distributes the weight of this large and hefty headphone incredibly well. The Eikon headphones feel far, far lighter than they actually are.
What about the cables on the Eikon?
Well, the Eikon comes with removable cables that connect to the headphone cups using mini XLR connectors.
Those are so cute! They are teensy-weensy connectors!
Yes, these are the same types of 3-pin connectors that Odyssey headphones use. If you have Odyssey headphones, you can swap those cables with the Eikon.
What are the cable options?
There are several. The stock cable is 5.5 feet or about 1.7 meters long. It comes with every set. You have the option to order 2 other types of cable upgrades. An oxygen-free or OFC cable, which mine came with and you can see here, or an Atmos C upgrade cable, or both.
Nice looking cables.
And now here is something really cool that I just love about ZMF. When you place your order, you can choose the types of cable terminations you want, either balanced or unbalanced, for the stock cable or any upgrade cable you buy. At the time of this video, the termination options are the following.
Did you say the cable has a terminator?
Yes, all the cables have different types of terminators.
Like the T1000?
What?
Cable, you've been targeted for termination. Come with me if you want to live.
All right, let's weigh the Eikon. Now, without cables, it weighs 522 grams. That's definitely on the heavy side, even for a full-sized headphone.
How much it weigh in cookies?
I'm not sure, but we'd have to get out a whole bunch of cookies to check. Do you really want to do that?
Okay, the Eikon weighs same as 36 chocolate chip cookie.
That's a lot of cookies.
Meh, not really.
Does that weight make them uncomfortable?
No, Grover. With this fantastic headband design and very comfortable ear pads, the weight distribution on your head is excellent. The ear pads are also very deep, and your ears should not touch the inside of the ear pads or the driver.
Do those pads rotate?
Yes, you can adjust them and they can rotate 360 degrees, which is a little unusual. But this allows them to easily and smoothly self-adjust to the angle of your head around your ears. The ear pads connect to these metal pins which go up and down so you can adjust the height. Here they are on the lowest setting, now on the highest setting.
I see.
In terms of comfort, here is my SCOT score for the ZMF Eikon. I calculate these scores by wearing headphones for 3 hours straight. Overall, I noticed that the weight of the headphones was not an issue on the top of my head until I wore them for the full 3 hours, so the headband and ear pads do a great job.
So they felt comfortable for a long time?
Yes, weight is simply not a problem with these big headphones in terms of comfort. However, I did feel some slight clamping pressure below and to the back of my ears around this area. Nothing too bad, but after a few hours straight, it becomes more noticeable. Here is the WPH, or weight pressure heat scores for these headphones, which I evaluate after wearing the headphones for 1 hour straight. They can get slightly warm if you wear them for long periods, which is normal for large closed headphones. The only slightly noticeable thing was the slight pressure behind my ears. None of these things are deal breakers though, and you should be fine if you take periodic breaks. For weight pressure heat, the Eikon have an average score of 80%, or 8 out of 10, which is very good.
Great!
I just want to add something.
Sure.
You can bend the headband with your hands if you need to, and that will get rid of the pressure behind your ears. And when I say bend, I mean bend, not break.
So Bert, the question we all want to know is, how does the Eikon sound?